Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Rizqi Fisairil. I am a first semester student majoring in Information System at Bina Sarana Informatika University. On this occasion, I would like to share my opinion about the President of the Republic of Indonesia, Prabowo Subianto, as well as provide an explanation about question words. Prabowo Subianto is the eighth President of Indonesia and a former Defense Minister of the Republic of Indonesia. His inauguration in October 2024 reminds us that he has been serving as President of the Republic of Indonesia for 1 year. It has been 1 year since he took office as President of the Republic of Indonesia, and many more programs have been implemented. One that has caught my attention lately is the free nutritious meal program, which has had many positive impacts on Indonesia and is an achievement to be proud of. One of the many positive impacts is the increase in the number of students enrolled in school, as well as the increased enthusiasm of students when studying due to the existence of this free nutritious meals program. However, it cannot be denied that there are also negative impacts of this free nutritious meals program, one of which is the recent case of food poisoning caused by the free nutritious meals. Of course, this free nutritious meals program is very good and beneficial, but its execution still requires various evaluations so that the resulting impact is only positive. My hope is that the President and the government can continue to fulfill the expectations of the people and also realize all the work programs that have been promised, as well as come up with new innovation for the nation so that Indonesia can continue to catch up with other developed countries out there. What are question words? Question words often called WH words. Question words are a basic part of English and important. Question words are a means of obtaining information. The most common WH question words in English are who, what, where, when, why, how, which, whose, and whom. First, who. Question who used to ask about person's identity or identify a person in a group. Example, who is your best friend? Second, what? Question what used to ask about something or to request information. The example, what is your favorite color? Third, where? Question where used to ask about a location or place. The example, where did you buy that jacket? The fourth, when. Question when used to ask about a time or date. The example, when is your birthday? Fifth, why. Question why used to ask about a reason or cause. The example, why is the sky blue? Sixth, which. Question which used to ask about a choice or selection. The example, which flower is your favorite, rose or daisies? Seven. Whose. Question whose used to ask about possession or ownership. The example, whose car is parked outside? A. Whom. Question whom used to ask about the object of a verb or preposition. The example, whom did you give the book to? Ninth, how. Question how used to ask about a method or manner. The example, how do you make a cake? How is often used with another word, such as Often used to ask about frequency. The example, how often do you brush your teeth? And then much. Much used to ask about cost. The example, how much does this jacket cost? And last, many. Many used to ask about an amount. The example, how many cats do you have? When using English question words, it's important to use them correctly to avoid confusion. Here are some common mistakes to avoid. The first, using who instead of whom. Example, who did you give the book to? Should be, whom did you give the book to? Then using what instead of which. Example, what book do you prefer? Should be, which book do you prefer? And last, using where instead of when. Where is your birthday? Should be, when is your birthday? There are three basic patterns you can use to form a WH question in English. The first with auxiliary, WH plus auxiliary verb to, be, do, or have plus subject plus main verb. The example, when are you leaving? Where do they live? What have they decided? Next, with modal verbs. WH plus modal verbs, subject plus main verb. The example, who would he stay with? What should I do? Why should we read books? And last, with the auxiliary. WH plus main verb. The example, who won the game? Which phone rang? Who bought this? That's all. Thank you.